mom said was true. When she told you to get off the couch and go outside to turn off the TV, she was right. Hi, my name is Kimberly Went, and today we're going to talk about America's addiction to electronic devices. On average, Americans spend 11 hours a day either watching TV, perusing the internet, checking their smartphones, looking for Facebook updates, how many likes they have on Instagram. We spend 11 hours a day connected to some sort of electronic device. Now, let's do some simple math. There's 24 hours in a day. We sleep for 6 to 8 hours a day. So on a good day, we're awake for about 16 hours. If we divide these 11 hours we spend on the internet, divide that by the 16 hours a day that we're actually awake, we are spending 58% of our day connected to some sort of internet electronic device. 58%, that's more than half. I understand. As this diagram shows, television still comprises the most time that we spend on the screen, but cell phone use is on the rise as well. In the next slide, you'll see just how often the average American is using their cell phone. A recent report by Gallup said that 81% of Americans keep their phones with them at all times. 72% check their phones at least one time an hour. And it's worse for kids of younger generations. 18 to 22-year-olds check their phone. 51% of them check it multiple times an hour. That means our kids are walking around like this with their phones just connected to their faces. And it's starting to have a huge impact on the actual gray matter of our brains. A recent study by called the Impaired Inhibitory Control in Internet Addiction Disorder, a functional magnetic resonance imaging study, found that maladaptive internet use, henceforth referred to as Internet Addiction Disorder, or IAD, is marked by an inability to control one's internet use, which eventually causes psychological, social, and/or work difficulties. In this study done by a psychiatrist named Dong and his associates, they actually did an MRI of people's brains. They found a group that passed the internet addiction test. There's a test based on 20 different components of everyday life, and the folks who passed this internet test, this was the addiction group. And then they also had a control group of people who did not pass this test, so just regular brain functioning level people, and they compared the two using an MRI machine which took scans of the brain. And what they found in this test is that internet addiction actually changes the way that our gray matter works, and it changes our brain chemistry, which can then lead to things like depression, and then lead to problems in work and family and personal life. These changes in our brain aren't the only problem. Internet addiction is also changing the way that we live our lives. It's creating a more sedentary lifestyle. So all of that time spent on the internet, we're probably also sitting still. This sedentary lifestyle leads to a change in our blood glucose levels, which then leads to adult diabetes. It leads to obesity. It leads to metabolic changes in our body function. In short, the internet is making us fat and depressed and lazy. And all of this new information that we have, is it really worth changing the way that our bodies function? And it's not just little things, it's big things. It's causing depression, it's causing obesity, it's causing heart disease. These are huge changes in the way that we live and think and behave in society. And it's causing our medical problems to increase. It's causing problems in the workplace. It's causing problems in the family. So what do we do about it? What can we possibly do? Well, we need to encourage each other to get off the internet. We need to be active. Exercise can actually start to repair some of the damage done. Doctors suggest about 10,000 steps for an adult. So we can encourage each other. Get your butts off the couch, get a buddy, and go outside. Being in the sun, soaking up that vitamin D can help repair some of the damage done by the internet. We also need to be more of a part of our community. That togetherness is really what we're craving when we spend so much time a part of social networks. We need to understand that our interpersonal social network is just as important as our online social networks. So shut down the Facebook, shut down the internet. Take a digital cleanse one day where you just have no internet, there's no TV, you're just outside getting to appreciate and enjoy all of the things that we have. Because with all of this information and technology, there's this, life tends to speed up. We're trying to go faster and faster to keep up with all of the new things that are happening, the new devices. Oh, let's get in line to get the iPhone 6. We gotta have the new this, new that. And we're losing out on what is actually happening. This 58% of the day that we spend on the internet, we're not in the present moment. And there's no way that only 40% of our life skills are being attended to, which means that we're starting to multitask. We're on the internet while we should be eating dinner. We are on the internet while we should be driving. We're on the internet while we should be talking to people that we see face to face. And so what are some of the ways that we can make our time more meaningful? Instead of these random chit chats on the Google, the G-chat, where you are making conversation, make concrete dates. Instead of, yeah, we should do that sometime. Make concrete dates. Say, I will see you Wednesday. We'll have dinner on Wednesday. Spend more days completely away from the internet altogether. Maybe Saturday is no phone day. Maybe you go on a 1-week cleanse where there is no internet. And in modern life, we depend on our phones a lot. A lot of people have jobs or go to school where we have to have the internet. However, there's times that we don't, and spending some time making the conscious effort to get away from the internet will remind us of what's really important. It will remind us of the days and times that we do need to be on the internet. So log off, go outside, have fun.